There is no room to screw up on a trip like this, mental or otherwise. Once on Mars, you are likely to be stuck there for a year or more, waiting for a window of opportunity to ride home. And unlike a robot, the hopes and fears of the whole planet will be riding with you.
I think that humans are going to do a better job of exploring Mars ultimately than robots ever can. Robots move really slowly. Okay, what Spirit and Opportunity have done in 5 years on Mars, 2 astronauts could probably have done in a week.
As fast and as smart as we are, we still need mechanical help to scout the course for Mars. The next robot rolling on to red dirt will be aptly named Curiosity.
It's the size of a small car, and it has a nuclear power source, so you don't have to worry about dust accumulating on solar arrays or anything like that. And most importantly, it has the capability to look for trace quantities of organic molecules. So we've gone beyond now looking for evidence of habitability to actually looking for evidence of the building blocks of life.
Whether it's alive or dead, a trip to this red planet has a lot to teach us about our lonely blue one and the universe beyond.
Now, if you have 2 planets that are next to each other in the same solar system that both had independent origins of life, you would have to conclude that the chance of having life all over the universe, indeed, even in other places in our solar system, would be very high. I think, you could basically go to the bank and bet on it.
We're not going to Mars just to search for life. We're going to Mars to search for a second genesis of life. We'd like to find something that's different from us, that doesn't have the same genetic history and genetic code that we have. And from my point of view, the more alien, the better.
Now, the second possibility is that we find life on Mars, but my goodness, it has a genetic code exactly like us. It uses DNA. It's too coincidental. This is representing our cousins. Life either arose on Earth and went to Mars, or actually more likely, that life originated on Mars and it was transported on a meteorite or a comet to the Earth early on, and in fact, our home planet is Mars.
So in some ways, a voyage to Mars could be a voyage home. Our ancestors have made such bold trips before. When we walked out of Africa, when we sailed over the horizon. If it's technically possible, our ships will head out again.
We've always wanted to see what's over the next hill, and Mars is that next over the hill. Sure, you're going to have to be in a suit, you're going to have a habitat, but it's a solid planet, it's got a surface, you can see, you can work, you can explore.
I've thought for about 30 years now that we could go to Mars, and usually when people ask me how long it would take, I say 15 years, because we've been saying 15 years for the last about 4 decades.
Oh, a human mission to Mars can't happen soon enough for me. I'm a robot guy. Okay, that's what I do with my career, is build robots and send them to Mars. But I also think that we send things to Mars for reasons other than science. Our rovers, Spirit and Opportunity, were built by people who, like me, grew up in the 60s watching Mercury, Gemini, Apollo on TV as little kids and dreaming of sending spaceships to Mars someday. And now we do. And I think as people watch the first human explorers on the surface of Mars, they are going to be similarly inspired to do things that I can't even imagine at this point. It's going to be very costly. It's going to be dangerous. But I think it's something I'd certainly like to see happen. I'd love to see boot prints in our wheel tracks. I would love to see boot prints on Mars.
When the first human footprint is made on Mars, it will represent more than a giant stride into space. This one small impression will be proof that humanity is once again on the move. Travelers once more moving beyond our comfort zone to explore new lands and new opportunities. And have no doubt, there are many worlds out there ripe for exploration.